The next thing I want to show you is this is an attack by Beach Bum. He would kill me if I didn't put this on YouTube. He's a big fan. But I'm going to tell you what I would do, and I'm also going to tell you what Beach Bum does, which is Beach Bum does a great job. This 100 is well deserved. He actually does something that's an extremely advanced attack, something at Town Hall 9 we're still trying to figure out. But I would run dragons. This is an easy dragon. The air sweeper's facing the wrong way. You see this triangle? The triangle's not in the right place. In order for this triangle to work, you would have to put this air defense, keep it where it is, push this air defense, switch it with the mortar here, and then you'd have to have this air sweeper pushing him all out to the hard right. So that way you can't come in to attack the two air defenses at the same time. You have to come in and you can only attack the one, and then when you get close to the town hall, the other two air defenses beat you up. With it pointed this way, you can just come in straight over from this bottom left side here, right along from this far left side here, you can come right in. You put one dragon on this builder hut. You put one dragon on this army camp. You let them, what you do is you just let these dragons fly down. So you've got two dragons on the board. You let it hit this army camp, then it'll drop down to this elixir collector. It'll be on this builder hut, then it'll drop to this builder hut. At that point, this archer tower, probably the whiz tower, will start shooting, and that's when you fan in your other 8 dragons. You're going to save the one in the clan castle. Then you're going to drop 2 rages. One of them you're going to drop here on the mortar. One of them you're going to drop in the gap here, right in front of this air defense. At that point, your dragons are just going to take out these 2 air defenses. Really easy stuff. And as a bonus, you're going to catch this dragon here in the clan castle. You're going to catch him right in the middle. There's going to be 2 rages, which means your dragons are going to hit 2 air defenses, an air sweeper, and a clan castle dragon all in 1 second. Knock them down. Then you got one more rage. You're going to put it right here on this clan castle, and that will rage the dragons to be able to take out this air defense and the town hall. That's it. Problem solved. It'd be super easy raid. Plus, you never lost control. You have control until you put everything on the board. You can slide in your barbarian king here on the left. Start taking out this stuff. Maybe that'll draw the fire of this wizard tower, this archer tower, depending on where you put them in. You're going to end up taking some heat away from the dragons. Super easy if you go dragons. Now, that's not what Beach Bum does. Beach Bum actually runs pretty genuine Goho, except he doesn't have golems, so he runs a Jaiho. Jaiho, hilarious phrase to say. Isn't that what the 7 dwarves said in Snow White? Anyway, so what he does is he pulls the clan castle. He pulls it to the outside. He kills it like a respectable gentleman. Then he brings in his giants with wizards behind him to create a funnel. This is actually something really good he does as well. He drops something. He drops a barbarian or something, maybe an archer, right here on this bomb. And then he drops a giant on this bomb. You know how I knew those bombs were there? Because this is a second attack, and he watched the tape. I told you before, it's tough to hit a 3-star on a base that's the same town hall level as your base. But it's a heck of a lot easier if you watch the previous video. Watch the video. That's a secret. That's a secret to Clash of Clans. Watch the previous video. Don't be an idiot. Watch the previous video. The greatest Clash of Clans secret. So let's go ahead and speed this up. Here comes the drag, and I want you to see Circle of Death. Bunch of archers. He does stick in a wizard in there, but notice when you got 47 archer targets, one wizard isn't going to die. Except he does die. That's beside the point. So here come the archers. Now here comes the Jaiho. And this is the Jai portion. He drops those giants in there. He has a line of wizards behind him. They create a great funnel. Now, his Barb King is going to come in and just go straight into the base because what a great funnel, except, darn it, he forgot one building. He forgot this building. If he had blown up this building with his wizards, then his Barb King would be right here, and this would be game over. His hogs would destroy the left half of the base. You see, this is easy to pick the pathing. All the defensive buildings are on the left side, and you've got this elixir tower and this town hall blocking the right. So your giants are going to funnel towards the town hall. Your hogs would funnel away from the town hall around this bottom left. Your giants would take out this side with the Barb King, and then they'd meet in the middle, problem solved. But because we didn't quite complete the funnel, we didn't take out this building, we didn't take out this army camp, the Barb King found them and went for them. But doesn't matter. You'll notice Beach Bum is in control because he still has 2 spells left. It's still up to Beach Bum how this raid goes. It's not up to the Clash of Clans Matrix. Roll the dice. He's not rolling the dice. He's still holding a heal spell. Now he's got 2 bombs down, so he doesn't have anything to worry about. He pre-drilled those bombs. He doesn't have anything to worry about. His giants do a real nice job of blocking. His wizards do a real nice job of whizzing from right behind him. That's what you're looking for. You're looking for blockers and snipers. The blockers stand in front of the snipers. They're still taking shots. Now some of the wizards are starting to die, but it's too late. The damage has been done. The giants are through the outer wall. A big spring is not going to matter. It's done. He's got wizards on both sides. It's going to be easy cleanup. That's a great job by Beach Bum. Beach Bum, of course, wanted me to show you this. And let me show you one more thing. If you take a look at the composition, he had less than half of his total troops as what I call the melee troops. That's the troops that you bring in to do damage to stuff. The guys who you're counting on to just to be able to stay alive and take everything out. Melee troops are stuff like hogs. Balloons are melee troops. When you run spam dragons, dragons are melee troops. And you notice he's only got 15 hogs, which is only 75 of his troop space are his melee troops. The rest, a majority, he used his archers to take out the CC. He used his giants to block for the wizards, and then he uses a ton of wizards. Town Hall 9, a lot of times we don't use a ton of wizards on a Goho. So this is a great way to mix it up. You don't have to use 30 hogs. You can come in with 15 hogs. They only are in charge of taking out, half to a third of the base, and you let your other troops take out the other part. In this case, the hogs actually took a lot of the fire for some of the other troops. So I want to go ahead and show you one more thing. And that is this. This isn't a Town Hall 7 or 8, but I'd like to go ahead and prove a point here. And that point is, if you go to YouTube, you will be better at Clash of Clans. That's secret number 3. Number 1, you can get a 3-star by attacking down. Number 2, you can get a 3-star by using a very good attack that you've practiced several times in previous raids. Very technical, where you think about the beginning and the end of the raid. And number 3, if you go to YouTube, they'll just tell you how to beat bases. This base here was an extremely popular base last year. It's called the Chief Pat. This base was a great base until there became 84 videos on YouTube on how to beat Chief Pat's base. How to beat Chief Pat's Town Hall 9 base. Easy for me to say. Now the problem with this base, and even if this little slight change were made, it wouldn't make a big difference. But you'll notice that his corners are pinched in. What that means is you can use a jump spell or 4 quakes. You can punch a hole from this corner to that corner, and that's going to end up making the hole from outside of the base all the way to the core of the base for you to just march whoever you want to use into. Now this guy that beats him isn't special. His name is Hannibal. Doesn't seem very funny to me. He actually, in my opinion, overloaded on P.E.K.K.A.s. Could have used a bunch more hogs. He didn't use hogs. Didn't use as many hogs. He threw 2 P.E.K.K.A.s in there. I'm not sure what that was about. but really standard. And like I said, all this guy did was he recognized the base. He went onto YouTube. It's called the Chief Pat. He said how to beat Chief Pat Town Hall 9 base. He searched that on YouTube, and it said to do this, and then he went ahead and 3-starred it. He's going to come in with a really straightforward attack, an attack that at least 84 other YouTubers have used. He's going to drop in some golems. Here comes, he doesn't, yeah, I don't even need to really give a lot of background on this. Notice he doesn't even have his queen. This is a really easy base to take down if you have those, the ends sort of pinched in. If you flare them out, it creates a little bit more of a problem, but all you're going to do in that situation is you're just going to bomb. You're just going to bomb here, and you'll use your quake to knock down this kind of narrow passageway. But this is a super easy base to knock down. He does something really interesting, which is he only takes out about half the base with hogs. But he uses, the fact that he's got a big, beefy level 5 golem in the CC. He uses the fact that he comes in with 12 wizards. He really puts his troops to work. You got a few hogs working here. You got a few hogs working there. But you'll notice as these hogs die out, the wizards are just right behind him because he started out with 11 wizards and he had 2 big golems to block for him. Doesn't need the king. Like I said, this isn't necessarily a bad base. It's just a base that's been on YouTube a lot. So it's easy to beat. That's all I've got today. I'll go ahead and keep putting these things up. I hope this was helpful. Leave me notes in the chat or leave me notes in our actual clan chat with anything you want to see. That's it. I hope we win.